Welcome back. In the wake of the devastating floods that claimed the lives of more than 90 people in the Eastern Cape, relief efforts to help flood-hit communities in Mthatha have encountered a disturbing hurdle. Some humanitarian workers were allegedly threatened and intimidated by the so-called water mafia, who are said to be opposed to the distribution of free water to affected communities. Despite this, the Gift of the Givers founder, Dr. Imtiaz Sooliman, says they won't back down. For more on this, I am joined by Dr. Imtiaz Sooliman, as well as the OR Tambo Municipality Executive Mayor, that is Mesuli Ngqondwana. Good afternoon to the both of you. I've got to thank you for your time. Dr. Sooliman, let's start with you. I saw the statement coming from the OR Tambo District Municipality, OR Tambo Municipality raising concern about this incident, but it was your team that was at the coalface of it all. Tell us what happened.
Good afternoon, Solicitor. Good afternoon to the Mayor, our good friend from OR Tambo Municipality. Our teams were busy distributing water in Mthatha. And some of the guys are new staff in that water tanker. They'd come from other parts of the country. And whilst driving through, a black Fortuner drove past and told them to get out of the area, and he swore at them and said not to build water in the area because it's at their own risk and something would happen to them. It's not something that bothers us. It's not something that we're afraid of. And we've had issues, this kind of issues in other parts of the country. We have a standard policy. Nobody's going to stop us. You want to play with us, you do that at your own peril. Because we're busy in the business of helping people in distress and in difficulty, especially in this kind of situation where 90 people have lost their lives, and that number is on the rise as we find more and more areas where people have said family members are missing, and we're extending the recovery by another week. For that kind of situation, when there is no water, people are in distress, they're traumatized, they've lost family members, their homes have been destroyed, their furniture is washed away, their food is gone. How careless can somebody be and say don't deliver water, because they're profiteering from the hardship and pain of other people? We won't stand by it. And I'm all thanks to the municipality for making it public, for announcing it publicly. We didn't announce it publicly, we just informed the SAPS. But when the municipality announced it publicly, it carried weight because it can deal with similar situations in other parts of the country. And I applaud them for being so bold and making that statement. Of course, I worked with the Minister of Police, with the Police Commissioner, with the SAPS, the acting Police Commissioner of the Eastern Cape, and instantly the SAPS said this is not tolerable, it will not be allowed. They put one of the security police person in our water tankers and the vehicle with us all the time. From that day up till now, we've had no incidents, and the community itself is outraged. Who could ever be so careless to stop this? So we have the backing of the municipality, disaster management, the SAPS, from the minister all the way down, and of course all the community people. And we want to set an example and a trend that this will not be allowed anywhere in South Africa.
Yeah. Mr. Mayor, let me bring you in here as well. I take it from you issuing out the statement that you issued that this concerned you sufficiently for you to believe that it's worth highlighting beyond just acting on it on the ground. Just tell me about the kind of impact that such schemes that try to derail the humanitarian assistance can potentially have, the kind of impact they can have in responding to the needs of the people that have been affected by these floods.
Yes, greetings to you, to Lasizwe and your guest. We have been seriously disturbed by this phenomenon. We did get the reports that some of the trucks, especially from the Gift of the Givers, were barred from undertaking the work of distributing this water to communities. Remember that it was immediately after the floods, where people do not have access to water. Mostly households had been destabilized. Even in terms of the harvested water, there's no access. So they met these people who are mafias. It's a phenomenon that I would say have always lived with, and which we thought we were beginning to defeat, because not only do they disrupt these trucks as they cut water, they've also made attempts to stall some of our projects. of water installation, leading to delays in the implementation of project. But this time around was a very, I would say, desperate time, because quite a big majority of our communities around Mthatha did not have water, even those that were not directly affected by the storm, but the water infrastructure was affected. So we had the duty to cut all across, but our trucks couldn't function because of this. So we had to reinforce security to ensure that we enforce stability, to ensure that water is being cutted.
So, Mr. Mayor, let me stick with you for a moment. Responding to the immediate need as it arises as a result of an incident is one thing. Responding to it more systematically and sustainably is quite another. What's your sense of law enforcement's ability to assist you? As you say, I mean, I'm astounded by the word you're using, that you've come to live with these realities of extortion syndicates operating in this way. Is there enough that is being done by way of a systemic and a sustainable intervention that nips these activities in the bud?
Yes, I can boldly say, as I was saying, it's not a new phenomenon. There has been a period where what would be referred to as extortion mafias literally sought to take charge of the entire area, extorting money, as I've said, from construction companies, etc. But that phenomenon, I would say, was successfully fought. As you would see, there would have been quite a lot of companies then moving around in the public, brandishing big firearms and all such things. But once SAPS got close to the space, together with its response units, it began to diminish. As a matter of fact, as it happened this time around, it kind of came as some bit of shock, because we had thought it had subsided owing to the extensive presence of SAPS.
Let me give the final word to you, Dr. Sooliman. So we're going into, this is the second week of the operations on the ground in areas around OR Tambo Municipality affected by these floods. Just on the operational side of things now, and putting aside the hurdles that you've faced, what are we looking at into the coming week? Where are we in terms of the recovery and humanitarian effort?
It's actually going to the third week, By Wednesday, it's actually the third week. We've already moved in 3 teams: search and recovery. There is no rescue. We brought in the first team of 6. We brought in a second team of 5. We brought a third team of 6 that leaves today. And of course, working very closely with the municipality, the disaster management, the EMS, and the SAPS. There is a request for more teams to come, because the area is very vast. And, as the river is receding, what is receding, there's a chance of finding more bodies. And as we expand into the areas, we've got helicopters at our disposal as we're moving further. We are finding that more people are coming forward who couldn't get to us either because of the terrain or because no electricity and no communication. And now they're telling us there are other family members missing. So as I mentioned in the beginning, there may be more family members that are missing. So we are bringing another team tomorrow, another 6, search and recovery members to assist, again, the existing people on the ground. And I must tell you, the SAPS, EMS, the guys on the ground have been absolutely phenomenal in their job. We have a phenomenal working relationship together. So that search and recovery will continue. Our feeding of hot meals, almost 3,000 at a time at Butterworth, and in another 3,000 in Mthatha daily, that continues. Our water tanker supply continues. The forensic unit that does the autopsies, whenever they require water, we provide that for them also. And the hospital, the Mthatha Hospital and the Nelson Mandela Academic, we've put in water tankers to support them also. So this will continue as far as is necessary. And the operations, from the way we see the search and recovery, will probably stop by this coming Saturday.
All right. I've got to thank you for your time this afternoon. That's Dr. Imtiaz Sooliman, who is the founder of Gift of the Givers Foundation, as well as Mesuli Ngqondwana, the OR Tambo Municipality Mayor, with that update coming out of that situation in the Eastern Cape.